This is Tanks Vlog for February 24th, 2019, wrapping up today in sports. Brought to you by Allow Me to Be Frank, the podcast that's in SoundCloud and iTunes. We'll be back to recording soon. Just keep your ears out and subscribe. Baseball is back as spring training games began in Florida and Arizona on Saturday. The Mets actually played good. They got something that most Met fans wanted to see, and that was Pete Alonso, who powered a two-run homer to the deepest part of the ballpark down there in Port St. Lucie. Alonso, who a lot of fans wanted to see at the end of last year, took the first pitch and just showed that this guy's got a powerful bat. And boy, if this is what he is, maybe he could make a major impact this year, winning the first base job. That would be totally nice. Robinson Cano looked good out there. He got a nice hit today as the Mets beat the Braves 4-3 in the first game of spring training. Meanwhile, Bryce Harper's still unsigned, though it looks like he's probably going to the Filthies. Ugh. Just when you thought you couldn't hate Bryce Harper anymore. Why can't the Mets throw like a nice little contract at him? I mean, people are talking about collusion. There's no collusion. These players are greedy. You know, getting offered $200 million to play for 8 years is not a slap in the face. These players want too many years, and I think the teams are willing to pay the players the money. It's the years they're scared of. And Machado's got a 5-year buyout anyway. So why give these guys 10-year contracts if they're going to buy it out after 5 years? You're screwed either way. If he's good, he leaves you after 5 years. If he sucks, you're stuck with a white elephant in 5 years. It's like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Basketball. Oh, boy, the Nets. Boy, the Nets had a 16-point lead, blew it, fell down by 6 points with 2 minutes left, but D'Angelo Russell to the rescue. What a game D'Angelo Russell had. Scoring the Nets' last 12 points, career high. 40 points. Nets come back to win 117-115, and a big shot, a just absolute killer three-pointer from way downtown. Jeez. It was the Portland Trailing Blazers beating the 76ers 130-115, once again showing how superior the West is to the East. The Atlanta Hawks beat the Phoenix Suns, who at this point are just an absolute joke. They're not even trying to win. 120-112. Has there ever been a more disappointing player than DeAndre Ayton in his rookie season? Sometimes these first-round picks are just not ready. 1 year in college, and boy, I tell you, Ayton has not had a good rookie season. Kevin Love led the way as the Cleveland Cadabras beat the Grizzlies 112-107. It was the Pacers waltzing by the Wizards 119-112. LeBron James scored 27 points, but it was not enough as the Lakers lost to the Pelicans 128-115. The Pistons, they're starting to get things together lately. They've been playing good as of late. Went into Miami, beat the Heat 119-96. Oh, Celtics. Oh, the Celtics. You know, the more I see the Celtics, the more I'm starting to realize this team is better off without Kyrie Irving. There is no way Kyrie Irving is returning to Boston next year. I am now convinced of that. I don't know where he's going. Don't know if he's going to New York. Don't know if he's going to the Brooklyn Nets. Don't know if he's going to the Lakers. But the one thing for sure is Kyrie Irving will not be a Celtic next year. Guarantee you that. Guaranteed. Put it down in stone. Put it down. Put it down. Lock it up. Kyrie Irving will not be a Boston Celtic after this year. And I think the main thing is this. I think the Celtics are actually a better team without him. Once again, big game, 37 points, 5 rebounds, 10 assists, but they lose to the Chicago Terribles. 126-116. Unexcusable loss for Boston today. Unexcusable. It was the Kings 119-116 winners over Oklahoma City in OKC, despite 41 points, 10 rebounds from Russell Westbrook. Buddy Hield had a big night, 34 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, as the Kings are right in the thick of this playoff chase. Bucks beat the Timberwolves 140-128. Nice night by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Continues his MVP-type season with 27 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists. James Harden sat, rested, and the Rockets red glared. Shocking! The Golden State Warriors 118-112 as Chris Paul had 23 points, 5 rebounds, and an incredible 17 assists to win in Oakland. It was the Jazz finding the right tune as they beat the Mavericks 125-109. NHL. Just when you thought Corey Schneider was back, Corey Schneider absolutely dropped an absolute stink bomb at Madison Square Garden today. Rangers 5, Devils 2. God, can we at least get a good draft pick out of this terrible season? Trade deadline looming. Ben Lovejoy traded already. Who knows who's going next? Marcus Johansson. I'll be shocked if he's a Devil beyond Monday. Rangers also shopping players. Matt Zuccarello on his way to Dallas. So we'll see what happens. He'll be going with Ben Lovejoy, ironically enough. It was the Sabres 5-2 winners over the Capitals. The Blues got back on track after their 11-game winning streak ended, beating the Bruins in a shootout 2-1. It was the Panthers all over the Kings, committing regicide as the Panthers won 6-1. Sergei Bobrovsky got another shutout as he's looking like he has a good shot at winning another Vezina as the Blue Jackets blanked the Sharks 4-0. It was Curtis McElhaney stopping 24 shots as the Hurricanes blew down the Stars 3-0. Philip Grubauer got a great game, 38 saves as the Avalanche buried the Predators in Nashville 5-0. Canadians doubled up the Maple Leafs 6-3. It was the Oilers 2-1 winners over the Ducks. The Islanders, with Robin Lanier getting 36 saves, blanked the Canucks in Vancouver 4-0. And at Lincoln Financial Field Stadium Series, it was the Battle of Pennsylvania. Penguins looked comfortably in front 3-1, and then Matt Murray just absolutely shit the bed. Bad goal, bad goal, bad goal. Flyers win in overtime 4-3. If the season ended today, Pittsburgh would be sitting at home. You know, I didn't realize how much fans in Pittsburgh do not like Matt Murray. He won them 2 cups. But when I was sitting at the Devil game, Tuesday? I saw a lot of Penguin fans booing Matt Murray, didn't like Matt Murray, shouting Matt Murray sucks. I guess they wish they kept Marc-Andre Fleury. You have chosen poorly. Today's 3 stars are Philip Grubauer of the Avalanche, Robin Lanier of the Islanders, and D'Angelo Russell of the Brooklyn Nets. Today's birthday shout-out goes to one of the greatest switch hitters of all time, Hall of Famer Eddie Murray, who near the end of his career, briefly played for the Mets during some of their darkest days And, even though it was terrible seasons, 92, 93, I don't know why the Mets didn't trade him in 93. I don't understand how that didn't happen. Did he play the entire season with the Mets? They couldn't make a deal to get a prospect for him, even though he was having a good season? That just tells you how poorly the Mets were run in the early 90s. By Al Harrison, Joe McIlvaine. Neither of them had a friggin' brain. But it was Eddie Murray turning 63 on Sunday. And we take a look back to 1978. In the Nets' first season, they actually played their first few seasons at the RAC, the Rutgers Athletic Center in Piscataway. That's a town that was named after someone pissing on a cat. See, they pissed the cat away. Bet you didn't know that. And that was Kevin Porter getting 29 assists, setting a new single-game record. People forget about Kevin Porter, but he was a solid NBA player. Led the league in assists 4 times before an Achilles injury just absolutely destroyed his career. Perhaps maybe he should get more Hall of Fame consideration. And that was his only year with the Nets. Nets got him from Detroit at the beginning of the season and then sent him back to Detroit at the end of the season. So check out the full story at Barstool Sports and Sports Encyclopedia, where sports history lives. Good day.